Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan, and it is Tackle It Tuesday, and I have got my Sloan Zone shirt on for Tackle It Tuesday, and this is our organization extravaganza, which makes it sound fun, right? We're doing notions, starting notions. I'm going to talk about that after we do the other things for the day, because I have thoughts on notions for myself, which is part of the reason I'm doing this whole thing is notions. Okay, what else do we have today? It is our scavenger hunt. This is a fun one. This was suggested, I think, by Carrie in Pennsylvania, our ambassador, and she said that let's show something you were given that's quilty for your sewing space, like a pin cushion. Like, did you do a pin cushion exchange with friends? Maybe you did a thread catcher. You know, maybe they made you a little tote bag, you know, like Bobby made me this one. You know, so that's in here in my sewing space. So if you have something that was made for you by a buddy that is quilty, show it. So that's the scavenger hunt today. And it doesn't have to be something that lives in your sewing space. You know, if you were given this and it's in your tote bag, you know, that's fine. Okay, the other thing is it is Houseplant Appreciation Day. I just love that. Love, love, love it. Because I have loved plants since I was a teenager, basically. I mean, I started a vegetable garden in my backyard and bought my first begonia that I actually put in my house and when I was in Brussels, Belgium, when I was just in 9th grade. You know, that's sort of when the garden, and I've gardened off and on, and it's been really fun, mostly on, until we did all this travel. So for about 20 years, I did very little because we were on the road so much. But now I'm able to do it again, and like just before I did this video, I was out in the front. It felt so good. It's a little chilly, but it's sunny, and I went out and trimmed up some branches and things like that. So that was just awesome. So houseplant appreciation, if you have a quilt with houseplants on it. So I went and used Mr. Google, and I put in, you know, houseplant quilt pattern, and I did like this one. This one came up. It's a succulents and it's foundation pieced. So I thought that was really cute because it was small. I like the size of that. There's a bunch of other ones out there, applique, regular patchwork, etc. So you can look, but I decided if you have one with patchwork or fabric with plants on it. Now I haven't actually looked for fabric with plants on it, although with Mr. Google did show me a few when I was doing a search. So I did see a few things. Okay, in the news today, my fabric company made this, Benner Tex, they have reenacted their blog. They had a blog like everybody did, and then at one point they stopped using it. So they've just started back using their blog. They have just put it back onto their website. And so the link below is to the blog, and one of the articles that's out there is for an exhibit of Paula Nadelstern's quilts. She does stunning quilts. Let me just show you a picture while I talk here for a second. Right now there's an exhibit going on in Nebraska at the International Quilt Museum of her quilts, and there's a link below also to that exhibit page. So if you can get to the museum, you can see these in person. She makes very unique fabrics with Benner Tex to use in her very unique quilts. They are just amazing. We'll do a little Q&A and then we'll get to the notions. So several people wanted to know about the bag that I had the batting scraps in. And so this is it's a pretty simple bag. It is by my friend Amy Sinabaldi, and I have a link down below. It's called her Riviera tote, I think. It's really easy. She did hers with a heavier canvas, so it's not quilted. I quilted mine. So you can see I just did some straight line quilting, and I've used it. It hangs right now, like in my storage area there. So it's hanging with the weight of that batting and some bags. I have some big zippy bags in there. So if you're looking for a big tote, I think it's a nice one to do. Now several people were suggesting lots of things I could do with my small batting scraps. And I appreciate the suggestions because that is sort of another category. What do you do with those? My category is to, do I want to keep them or not keep them? I'm in a different decision mode. I'm not looking for ways to use it. I'm looking for, I already know how to use them. So I'm looking for ways to, I'm looking for the decision of, do I keep all these little things that I'm not using and don't ever use, and they keep accumulating, so I'm just storing trash pretty much, or do I go ahead and declutter it and get it out of here? And so that's where I am in the process of those batting strips. So I don't really need suggestions on where they can be used. I already had a decision not to. I'm going to generate more. I mean, every time I get a quilt back from the Long Armor, from the spa, there's batting that comes with it, that's extra. So there's always small batting pieces. I cannot keep it all. It's bulky, it takes up too much room. Okay, but I appreciate that there are lots of ways. It's just not the goal of what we're talking about. So I had a question on whether I wear aprons or not, because some of my fabrics look like they would be good for aprons that I was not using right now. And I am not a big apron person. I have a couple aprons and I do use them occasionally when I cook, and I have like a couple aprons I was given, and they're really well done and I love them, but it's not something I'm looking to make for myself. So there you go on that. A couple people asked, where is my furniture from? The tables, these are Koala Studio furniture, and this is a company that is owned by the same parent company as my Baby Lock machine. And so the Koala chair that I have over here, so my chair, oh, you can't see it, I can't, it's over my, there we go. So my Koala chair, which has different heights, and then all the furniture is Koala, all the white furniture you see in here. Okay, I think that is it. Okay, we're going to talk notions now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first let me preference this. Probably the driving force for me to want to do this in January was that I feel like my notions are just overflowing. I wouldn't say they're out of control. They really are, but they're really just more overflowing. I have too much. When I got this furniture, which was maybe, what, 5-7 years ago? I forget what I said. I did do a lot with the notions because these came with drawers, and I had to sort of figure out where did I want things to be. And in this table that I'm standing at, on this side over here, there's a set of drawers. And that's basically a lot of sewing notions and sewing needles, the needles for this. Plus thread for embroidery work and some other stuff like that. So right now, in this process, I'm not going to address those drawers, although they need to be looked at again. What I'm going to address is this tower, which I did sort a long time ago, maybe now closer to 10 years, that's a long time. And then this notions basket. So this basket is more of a dump zone, because when I get to sew samplers and people send me things to review, or some of you have sent me things to look at, it often ends up in there. And the other part I'm going to have to take a really hard look when we're doing this is I'm not a person who uses a lot of different notions. And as a business, I've always felt like, well, I should have them so that if you mention them, I can get it out and look at it or try it. And what's the reality of that? It rarely happens. Rarely. So I am going to take a look at these notions with the mindset of, how long have I had it? Have I ever tried it? Do I want to try it? If not, they're all going to be gifted out I'll send it to the charity groups, and they can, they can gift it amongst themselves. They obviously are not, they might have tools that they could be using, but that's what happens, is particularly when you're a business, or you probably just as a person, this is your hobby, you go to the store, you go to the shop, you go to a show. Shows are like, oh yeah, we all get sucked in and we get something awesome and wonderful, and then we may use it, and then it ends up, sometimes we don't use it. So that is my goal when I'm looking at this. My goal is, have I used it? Do I need to store this? Could this just go to somebody else who actually is going to use it? So what I'm going to do, take a basket, and I could approach this multiple ways. And I have thought about this quite a bit because this is my key thing for the month. And it's not going to make a huge impact in my space. If I end up loosening all these drawers, even if one of them is emptied, the most I could hope for is to empty this basket. This would be my biggest hope, is if, like, when I'm done, this basket's empty. But I want to do these, and there's really very little over there that I've shown you. The scissors, I'm not dealing with those right now. The small rulers, there's a whole day for rulers. That's a different day. So how could I handle this? I decided best would be to just take one drawer and look through it, because I kept thinking, well, I could take it all out, but I have to keep doing other work, and it'll take me a little while to go through these, and I don't want to spend the 3 days looking at it. I might have decision fatigue where I need to just do something else. Hopefully not, because Notions, don't have a huge draw for me, I guess. It's not like I'm like, oh, like fabric, that's a little harder. So anyway, I am going to empty the drawer, and we're going to go to the other side, and we're going to see how painful this is. So I have it. Okay, this is just the top drawer, and I know I saw stuff in here I'd totally forgotten about. But primarily this is scissors and glue, little scissors. And one of the things is I collect scissors. So I'm not getting rid of scissors, but I might get rid of, I did put like a couple of larger pair ones for the giveaway. So, but they need to be managed. If I'm going to have the inventory of the scissors, and they're small, so I can, they don't take up a big space, but I need to manage them so they're not messy in here. I have beautiful scissors in here. And so that's one of the things, is once it starts to get a little bit messy, they're not being managed well, and that's not good. So here we go. I am going to show you what is in here. We'll put all of the scissors over there. This is just a needle case that I took on travel. This was actually in my purse all the time when we were on travel, because we did lots of things. I needed pins. There's some beautiful little trays. Okay, so this is a thread cutter. I've got more thread cutters now, so that will be a giveaway. Where can I put this so you can see it? So that's the giveaway pile. Like, not my rotary cutter. This is a vintage pin cushion, so that goes there. I'm putting scissors all over here, so you can't see them though. Where can I put them that you can see them? Okay, scissors will go here. The camera is just weird. Hold on. All right. I want to put scissors on this side. And in here, so I've got like felt balls, which I have a bunch in another place, so they shouldn't be here. I have a thimble. Let me just put that in that container so I don't lose it. These need to go somewhere else. I have strawberry pin cushions, and for the challenge, they would be something that were made for me. These were gifts. So that, and I love them, love them. This is a chatelaine that it was a kit that you wove the ribbons in those little circles. There's individual metal circles, and I had to weave that thing, which mentally it was a bit of a challenge. There's a little star pin. See, like this stuff, it's just a bit of a mess. This is a beautiful dish that my friend Jane gave me, and I'm not even enjoying it right now. Look at this. So I've got that felt ball. There's some Aurifil. I'm powered by Aurifil stickers. See, that I forgot about that. I forgot about this. I have no idea what this is. Okay, does anybody know what that is? It's a Notion of some sort. It looks like a holder because it's got an indent, and it's like acrylic. Okay, somebody write and tell me what that is. Oh, this is where this has been. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a pair of scissors. So that is going here. In here are scissors. These are all scissors and glue, my basting glues. I need to take a look at those. This one, what is this? This is not basting glue. Precision, maybe it is. Yes, a clear glue. It's one I think it came in the sampler, so I don't really know much about it. Here are some beautiful scissors. This is beautiful scissors in here. Scissors. My guitar scissors. Love them. Very, very pointy scissors. Holy cow. You're looking for the pointiest scissors in the world. these are it. I don't know if they still make them or not, but that's that. More scissors, glue, 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 more scissors, little baby scissors. Look how cute. Look how cute they are. Okay. More pin cushions. This one I got when we took a trip to China, and so I had to get that. And this is one that came with something, I believe. This is one I purchased because it is so beautiful. All right, and then in here is glue and more scissors. I'll check to be sure there isn't anything else in there, but I believe that's all scissors. A needle threader, my favorite needle threaders in pink. I knew I had the pink one somewhere. A little ruler with a scalloped edge, and a thimble my niece sent me from the town that she lives in North Dakota. So there we go. So it doesn't look too bad, but it's not organized. The scissors need to be, I need to maybe get some sort of container for the drawer so that the scissors are, you know, contained. Plus some of them need to stay wrapped or in their box because they're very special and they're delicate, and they are, you know, my collection. Now the glue and the, see, I told you, there's like mostly scissors in here, pin cushions, some glue, and a couple containers. So, okay, so I will look at how this can go back in that drawer, and then I will go on to the next drawer and do this through the month. So as I address something, I will show you. So I'll probably wait till I do another drawer or two, and then I'll just show you how they've looked, and then I will do that basket. I should probably do the basket sooner so that I know what's in there, so if it has to go in where it's going to go in these drawers. So I'm debating because if I'm not ready to put it somewhere, where am I going to put it? I'll just put it back in the basket again. I really don't want that. I'd like to kind of get it out of the basket and put it. Here's everything back in the tray to bring over to the drawer. I did find some other, this was some sort of a box something came in. All these little containers are a wonderful way to, you know, cups like this. These are a wonderful way to contain your things so that you can get to them and it keeps them tidy. This is another major organization tip, you know, from professional organizers to really, you can buy things that will fit your whole area. I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. Now, I don't need, you have to put in here what you need towards the front. So like I really need these guys in the front. These guys may not even stay in here. I may just take that one out. And it used to be that this tray was in here, but I might just find a different place for those. And I've got a couple more scissors. That box has a beautiful pair of scissors in it. So here we go, the scissors, and then maybe I'll put the big strawberry. Put these strawberries in here for right now. The chatelaine. Chatelaine can go, I think, in here. Alright, so I did not put back these pin cushions yet, but I'm going to think about it. And this is the lid to a wooden shaker box. And I believe that box, oh, that's the third drawer. Here's the second drawer. See, look at that. It's just stacked. What do I have, like paper in here? Oh no, there's something on the other side. Okay, yeah, stacked. Those are the next ones. So let's see. Without the pin cushions in there, it's pretty good. It's pretty tidy. I've got scissors, my collection. I've got the glues that I use. Here's some big strawberry pin cushions. And so that is, for right now, that is done. Okay, my friend. This is Tackle Tuesday in our organization extravaganza. It is I Have a Notion. So if you have notions to look through, to organize like I do, today is your day to start. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. Be sure you do those scavenger hunts because maybe you have an item you were given in your for quilting, and I'd love to see it. So I'll see you in the Sloan Zone. Okay, I'll see you online. Bye-bye.